Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am so glad that you have returned. Today we are going to talk about what has changed since I've been off of Contrave. And there may be a little bonus at the end. I think I remember saying a while ago, actually, I was about to say a few weeks, I think it's been longer than a few weeks, how I stopped drinking coffee. Coffee tastes so much better now since I've been off of Contrave. Coffee is so amazing again. I don't know what's in Contrave that just totally took me off of coffee, but coffee is back on the menu. I told myself I was going to drink coffee and tea and like alternate. Now, I do drink tea during the day. I've been on this iced tea binge lately. No sugar, but I've been on this iced tea binge. So instead of my water with the flavored stuff in it, I've just been making iced tea. And for some reason, it hits the spot right now. I'm not asking any questions, just gonna roll with it. But I did not expect to drink coffee again. The next thing that I did not think would happen was that I would continue to not eat bacon. I'm really surprised after years and years of eating bacon pretty much almost every day how much I do not crave bacon. If I have bacon, it's not for breakfast. It's been like last week, for example, I made Brussels sprouts and I make this Brussels sprout recipe that has bacon in it. It's very good, but it didn't up my cravings for wanting to have bacon every day. It's just the weirdest thing how that button just snapped off, and it has not come back since I've been off of Contrave. My taste buds are still leaning towards things that are pretty much good for me. Now, I'm not going to tell you ever so often I don't want ice cream, but it's not this overwhelming craving that I want something really, really bad for me. Now, I did buy these thin chocolate covered caramel things, and they're sitting over there, but I'm really like so close to throwing them in the trash because I'm just like, okay, I hit the spot. I don't really need to keep them around. I don't need to keep the rest of them. I can throw it out. So I'm getting comfortable with throwing things out that I bring into the house and realize I really only wanted one or two pieces and I'm gonna get rid of this. It's taken a while to get like that because I'm sure many of you have been brought up to not throw out food and not waste. But when this concerns my life, I'm going to do what works for me. And so I am breaking all of those old generational curses of eating everything off your plate, keeping things in your house you shouldn't because you paid money for it. It's my money. And I'm getting rid of it because my health is more important than my money. So yeah, it's okay. Wanted to show you what I've been snacking on lately and how snacking is not a bad word. It's taken me a minute to realize snacking is not a bad word. Everyone snacks. The thing that's just been like knocking me off my feet lately has been pistachios. I love these. I I have been hooked on. Now, I get these ones. You don't have to get these. You don't have to get these ones. You can get whatever brand pistachios you want, because the one thing about nuts that I learned is that they all come from the same place. You're paying for the name. That's what you're paying for. Let me tell you, I was a Planters, peanuts, cashews type of person. If you know, you know. You grew up in the whatever decade with the Planters peanuts. And I decided to order some cashews from Whole Foods. These cashews right here taste better than any cashew I ever got from Planters peanuts, let me tell you. You don't have to get them. But it's the exact same thing. This is why I tell people don't get caught up in labels and who makes them and stuff like that when it concerns things like this. I mean, how you gonna mess up cashews and pistachios? And when I tell you, when I have a cashew binge, that is, my hand is really ashy today, and I don't know if I always say I'm like, is it the lighting? I don't know what it is, but let's work this out right now. Okay. Sorry. Another thing that I snack on when I want something that tastes like chips without being Doritos or what else do I mess up with? Oots barbecue potato chips. They're so good, but they're just so bad for me. But I haven't craved them as much because I found a substitute. Cassava chips. Love cassava chips. They're so good. I just have to look at the bag in admiration because I'm so happy to find something crunchy that tastes good. For the most part, these things here that I showed you kind of take the edge off a lot of times when I want something sweet. And like I always say, I go through phases of things that I like and I eat them until I get sick of them, and then I switch to something else, and then I circle back around. When I tell you, months ago, I was so sick of pistachios, you just couldn't believe it. I was done. I was like, I'm not eating pistachios for an extremely long time, if ever. I don't know what turned it back around, but yeah. And the last thing that I have on my list, veggies. I'm still working on the veggies thing, but eating more veggies, which is good. And if I can't eat straight veggies, I am eating things that have veggies kind of mixed into it, like soup. I spoke about soup last week. If you have not watched my soup video last week, you'll learn a lot in that video because a lot of times people don't think about eating soup as far as a way to get in vegetables. Vegetables don't always have to be just vegetables. The surprise for today is I decided to get back on Contrave. The reason I decided to get back on it is because I noticed I was having some cravings in the morning, and I wasn't sure if it was because I was taking my ADHD meds a little bit later than normal, but I never had a problem with morning cravings. So I was like, well, Raj, you got some Contrave in the drawer still. Let's take one in the morning and see what that does. So we're not officially back on Contrave, but we are testing it out with the morning thing. And also kind of in a way seeing if it works again. Because as I've said, a couple of weeks ago, I really didn't think it was working anymore. And now I'm like, let's see if this has changed in any way since I've been off of it. I'll let you know how it goes. As I've said, even though I'm not doing a steady Contrave video every week, I will be letting you know what's going on. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you next week.